Hey guys, welcome to the J-Chip Show. My name is J-Chip, and today I have another review for you here today. 15-year-old Megumi Shimuzi dreamed of a glamorous life in the big city. However, her unexpected death in the quiet village of Sodaba marks the beginning of what appears to be a ferocious epidemic that turns the hot summer into a season of blood and terror. A young doctor named Toshio Ozaki begins to doubt the nature of the disease and comes to understand that to discover the truth, he must abandon his humanity. Meanwhile, Natsuno Yuki, an antisocial youth from the city, is haunted by the sudden death of Megumi and must realize the pain of friendship in the face of his own tragedy. Toshio and Natsuno form an unlikely pair as they work together to save Sodaba before it transforms into a ghost town of vampires. Shiki tells the tale of survival in a world where one cannot easily distinguish between good and evil. Abandoned by God, the Shiki, as the vampires call themselves, have only their will to live as they clash with the fear of the paranoid and unbelieving villagers. Shiki explores the boundary that separates man from monster. Toshio Ozaki is the head doctor at the village's main clinic. Though his outward demeanor can be somewhat rough, he is a devoted physician who takes his job very seriously and oftentimes goes to great lengths to help his patients. Having recently moved to Sodaba from the city, Natsuno Yuki hates the small town life of a rural village and wants to escape as soon as possible. He is a seemingly cold individual who remains cool-headed and logical no matter in the situation, and he has no intentions of getting close to anybody, and while he keeps to himself, Natsuno is on good terms with most of the villagers. Now here comes some negatives from me when it comes to the characters, and honestly, there are just way too many characters and it doesn't really seem like there is a main character. In my opinion, if most of the cast was trimmed down, I feel like this entire show would have still been the same, because there are some characters that just add nothing to the plot. And even if some of them do, it's swept right under the rug and it's just a meaningless side plot. In terms of animation and character designs, Shiki is really good when it comes to animation, but with the character designs it just looks weird. The character designs are fine, I guess, but my biggest issue is the hair, and it's just crazy, man. Like, it kinda looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Also, side note, Miasma Senpai, if you're watching this, for Halloween you need a beard like this. Despite the weird looking hairstyles, Shiki in terms of animation is pretty good. Now when it comes to the sound of Shiki, the music is absolutely perfect, especially for this kind of show. And honestly, I would buy the soundtrack. Not to mention, this show has 2 really good openings and 2 really good endings. I watched this show in its English dub, and I really like the dub. I listened to a little bit of the Japanese and I think it sounds fine. So either or, I think you'll have a good time depending on what language you want to watch the show in. Now, despite me saying some negative stuff about the characters, I do think Shiki is worth your time. Shiki is slow, but it does end on a blaze of glory, and honestly, I do recommend you watch Shiki. But after episode 8, it gets really good, and if you can hold off until that, you're going to have a really good time, especially during the Halloween season. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked this, give me a thumbs up, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell notification to know what videos I'll make next. Also, let me know down in the comments section what you thought of Shiki, but also I want you guys to let me know what is your favorite horror anime. Thank you very much, Shaxra59, Warpbait, Stuffy Play, and Nia-chan for supporting me on Patreon.